Hi, good afternoon. My name is Shaya Klechevsky, and I'm the chef of At Your Palate. I am a healthy kosher gourmet personal chef based out of the New York City metro area. And today I'm going to show you how to properly prepare and saute mushrooms. So today we have a bunch of white button mushrooms. This is what they look like. Sometimes you'll see brown ones that are a little bit darker. Those are cremini or baby bella mushrooms. And they largely cook about the same. And here are some of the things that you need to know. Mushrooms hold a lot of water, so you want to make sure that you don't wipe it down with a very wet towel, just a nice damp towel. You wipe it down of any excess dirt, get in underneath where the gills are and around the stem, and certainly over the cap. See, here's a really dirty one. We're gonna just wipe that down like that. That's what it looks like. All dirty here, clean over here. These little discolorations, those are okay. That's just natural mushroom. Finish wiping them down. Now the reason is that you don't want to get them too wet is because it'll take a really long time for them to saute if they're wet. And so we just really want to take off any of the excess dirt, or actually all of the dirt, not just the excess. So now that they're all wiped down, we're going to chop them up into smaller pieces to show you what it's like for them to cook a little bit faster. So, let's lower it down here. So here we go. We have a mushroom about this size. We also have a much larger one over here. And so, what I like to do is first, I like to kind of chop the stem off because that'll create a stable surface so that the mushroom doesn't go flying all over the place. And one this large, I'll actually cut into 6 pieces. So first I'll cut in half, move that aside, and then on the flat side where it's cut, I'm going to do thirds, like so. And that way you have nice 3 even pieces. And I'm going to put that into my bowl over here. All right. Let's do that with this as well. Now one this size, I'll just quarter that. Again, I take the stem off, and then into quarters. Now, once you have, so what I have here are mushrooms that are already cut up, and we're going to add some kosher salt to it, and that'll help to bring out some of the moisture, and that way we won't also have to season them again later. Meanwhile, I'm going to preheat my cast iron skillet here on the stovetop. I'm going to just move that over for you to see. So, I'm just going to get that nice and hot. Now it's generally a good idea to get your pan hot before you add any of your fat. In this case, we're just going to be adding some oil. And I'm only using some vegetable oil because it has a very high smoking point, so I don't want it to burn. There we go. We're going to add some oil, not too much. And we're going to spread that around our pan. See how it's all nice and coated at the bottom of the pan? Now, here's the trick to sauteing mushrooms properly. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. If you do, what's going to happen is that the mushrooms are going to be up against each other so closely that all of the moisture that evaporates from the mushroom is actually going to go back into the mushroom. But if you leave enough room between the mushroom pieces, all of that moisture is just going to come right out of the pan, and it'll help dry out and concentrate the flavor of the mushroom. So, I guess our pan is hot enough. And I'm just going to throw those in. We're going to get a nice sizzle. Now, just to kind of show you, you see how they're nice, kind of evenly spaced? That's what you're looking for. I could probably add a few more mushroom pieces to this, but this is a good illustration. So, basically, you let them sit at a pretty high temperature because you really want it to brown on one side and also to exude the moisture from those mushrooms. And about 5 minutes or so per side. You really don't want to kvetch with them. Just let them sit and let them just get brown, because if the more you move them around, the less contact it has, well, at least direct contact it has with a hot temperature surface. So our mushrooms have been sauteing for a few minutes now, and they're really starting to get a little brown, and I'd like to show you what they look like brown on one side. See how we have some nice browning going on over here? Yeah. There's some gorgeous browning going on over here. That's what you were looking for. Now, mushrooms are also going to shrink a lot in size once you saute them because all of their moisture has been released. But that is how you saute a mushroom.